Hey everyone, the murder of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald was unquestionably unjust, horrific, shameful, racist, and just about everything else that you can say about it that accurately describes an inhuman act. There are a ton of questions after this. Even though Officer James Van Dyke has been charged with first-degree murder, in the video, there's more than one Chicago police officer present when Van Dyke guns down McDonald 16 times. Who was the other officer? What did that other officer say to Van Dyke? Was he complicitous in the act? Why isn't he being charged? Why is Van Dyke a scapegoat? And the biggest question of all, what did Mayor Emanuel know about this, and when did he know it? And the other question is, how is this going to reflect Chicago's hosting of the NFL draft next year? This last draft was, I think, the best ever. Incredible. It took the NFL into a pop culture realm that really was always in, but didn't know it until it actually turned the draft from an innie into an outie and brought it outside. But this time, the climate in Chicago will be different. How will NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell handle this? My suggestion to the commissioner is that he not duck the issue, but express his remorse, his sadness, his support for the draft in Chicago, and explain that the NFL has worked to be a positive force in the communities where it gets many of its players, and it will continue to be so. But to duck the message will be even more destructive, because where that vacuum is, where that void exists, someone else will fill it, because the NFL draft is going to be a big topic of discussion related to what's happening in Chicago, because the draft was Mayor Emanuel's linchpin effort to get to Chicago. He did it. He was famously aggressive, as Commissioner Goodell has pointed out. So now, because of the Laquan McDonald incident, the murder, the tragedy, and the protests, the NFL has this situation to worry about, and has to make sure that it doesn't tarnish the NFL draft.